Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor is attacked by Brooke in a heated altercation. According to Friday, January 17th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Forrester will return to work and pretend that she is prepared to get started right away on making Forrester the best it can be. Hope Logan, however, will continue to be uneasy about Steffi's abrupt change of heart and hidden agenda. Despite Steffi's efforts to persuade Hope to cooperate, Hope will question her and believe she has ulterior motives. Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester will spend some more time together in the meantime, but she will soon have to face Brooke Logan's fury. Taylor may contend that Brooke is the one who pushed Ridge away, but Brooke will be furious with her for seizing the opportunity to reunite with him. Ridge disagrees with Brooke's handling of the situation and feels deceived despite her attempts to clarify her reasoning for accepting the CEO post. Of course, given how quickly Ridge went to Taylor, Brooke also feels somewhat deceived. Taylor was just shoved by Brooke as she was leaving, but in Friday's B&B show, she will confront her directly. Brooke and Taylor are preparing for a big battle that will undoubtedly be explosive on both sides. Speaking of exciting confrontations, Lee Finnegan and Poppy Nozawa will also face off soon. Lee just presented Poppy the evidence that Luna Nozawa's father is not Tom Starr, implying that they both knew who Luna's real father was. Lee will accuse Poppy of having an affair with Jack Finnegan that led to her pregnancy years ago on Friday's show. Will Poppy lose it and admit Lee is correct? Given all the indications that they are concealing an old affair, Jack could very well be Luna's father. Given what transpired with Sheila Sharp, Jack is a notorious cheater and undoubtedly has feelings for Poppy. But the program has also hinted enough that it might be revealed that Poppy had an affair with John Finn Finnegan around the time Luna was conceived. Now that Lee has put her in this predicament, it makes sense for Poppy to pretend it was Jack if Finn is Luna's biological father. In any event, Poppy will probably acknowledge that Jack is Luna's biological father. We'll see if that's the whole truth or not. Stay tuned for further predictions on the upcoming chapter and updates on any additional paternity news, as The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Poppy and Lee's confrontation will bring some difficult feelings. Daphne's move, Steffi confident, Brooke versus Taylor. Here are the spoilers for Friday, January 17th, 2025's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate another confrontation between Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan in tomorrow's episode. As Daphne Rose implements her strategy, fans may also witness what transpires. Find out what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera by reading on. Brooke Logan's devastating loss. According to Friday, January 17th B&B teasers, Brooke is devastated by Ridge Forrester. Ridge Forrester stormed out of his house, and Brooke already knows that he headed straight to Taylor. Therefore, Brooke may be correct that Ridge has always had a true desire for Taylor. Brooke ought to concentrate on becoming self-sufficient. Regretfully, Brooke will never be able to stop thinking about Ridge. As a result, Brooke makes the decision to act once more. B&B spoilers, the showdown with Taylor Hayes. Brooke and Taylor face off again on Friday, January 17th. Brooke probably assumed that the return of Forrester Finnegan meant that the others had changed their minds as well. But Brooke is incorrect in that regard. Brooke is sorely mistaken if she believes she can finally explain things to Ridge. Additionally, Taylor isn't giving up on her man easily now that she has him back. The confidence of Forrester Finnegan. According to Friday, January 17th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi is quite certain that her plan will succeed. Steffi simply cannot see her family business be controlled by someone else. Steffi is also aware that waiting for Justin Barber to come up with a legal answer is not an option. However, is Steffi able to truly trust Daphne? Read more, The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, what fans should know about the real story behind cancellation rumors. Friday, January 17th, 2025, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Speaking of Daphne, her ambitious scheme goes beyond luring Carter Walton. Additionally, Steffi wants Daphne to see that Carter and Hope Logan are kept apart. Steffi feels certain that Hope is responsible for instilling these concepts in Carter's mind. But Carter was the one who came up with the concept and signed the papers. Carter came up with this plan, but Hope is going along for the trip. What occurs, then, if Carter proceeds with his takeover strategy while Hope is dumped? On Friday, January 17, 2025, which narrative are you most excited to see? What do you think will happen to Steffi, Hope, Carter, and Daphne? How will Brooke, Taylor, Ridge, and the other characters fare in the future? As Daphne's perfume reveals a sinister secret, Hope and Carter's reputation are at stake. Updates and spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Steffi Forrester Finnegan has enlisted Daphne Rose. Although Steffi is convinced that Daphne has the abilities to assist in reclaiming Forrester Creations for its rightful owners, other people are alarmed by the eerie suggestion of the scent Daphne carries. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, something unusual is taking place. The Forrester family is still in shock at the betrayal of Hope Logan and Carter Walton. Since Justin Barber couldn't help, Steffi came up with a daring scheme. Daphne stormed into Forrester Creations with a ferocious demand for a new perfume line during the week of January 6, 2025. She gave Fanny Grayson a severe warning, saying that Fanny would permanently risk her chances in Paris if she didn't resign. Remarkably, Fanny accepted this and heartily recommended that Carter and Hope give Daphne's suggestion careful thought. B&B spoilers, an authentically hypnotic aroma? Daphne was a goddess, according to Fanny, and her presence seemed to charm her and everyone else. According to the most recent spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope and Carter excitedly asked whether Daphne had any samples when she arrived at Forrester Creations. Hope and Carter closed their eyes and took a deep breath of the heady scent that emanated from the scarf as Daphne removed it with grace and waved it in front of them. Because of a beautiful aroma, they were completely enthralled, their eyes glimmering with astonishment. Steffi, meantime, sensed Daphne's presence before she even heard or saw her coming. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, something about that scarf. Steffi was captivated by the aroma of Daphne's scarf, which led her to understand that someone else was in her house. Daphne's perfume has a strong influence, almost like a drug, yet it seems like there's more to it than just a lovely scent. People's admiration for her is evident from the way they gaze at her with dreamy eyes. Essential oils allow us to associate particular aromas with particular emotions. Since a combination of fragrances can occasionally elicit surprising reactions, it's possible that Daphne's perfume functions similarly, as her aroma may inspire admiration and happiness in many. However, what if it makes people respond negatively when they smell it? If enough people have a bad reaction to the perfume, may Hope and Carter's reputation suffer? This may also help to explain why Daphne is able to win over even her most ardent opponents, such as Fanny Grayson, with ease. Brooke and Taylor face off, the greatest Hardan history showdown. Without Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes' enduring feud, The Bold and the Beautiful would not be the same. Driven by their unwavering love for Ridge Forrester and their dedication to their family, these two legendary women have argued, connected, and torn apart for decades. As Brooke and Taylor engage in an intense altercation, a new chapter in their legendary rivalry begins. Their most recent encounter turns into more than just a struggle of wills because of years of unresolved tension, shifting alliances, and personal development. It also serves as a test of how far they have come and how far they are prepared to go in order to claim victory in life, love, and loyalty. ###The fire was started by that spark. Steffi Forrester's daring return to Forrester Creations and the enigma surrounding Luna Nozawa's family history set the stage for the most recent altercation between Brooke and Taylor. Even though both ladies had vowed to put their past battles behind them, the moment Ridge returned, their shaky ceasefire started to show signs of weakness, rekindling old feelings and their long-standing rivalry. Encouraged by her renewed ambition and sense of self-worth, Taylor feels she has earned her position in Ridge's life. Ever the optimist, Brooke continues to believe in destiny because she has always thought that it unites her and Ridge. Tension is in the air when the two women meet in person at Forrester Creations. Brooke accuses Taylor of destroying her relationships with Ridge and Hope, while Taylor recently found out about Brooke's devious tactics to help Steffi regain her position of authority. What starts out as a discussion swiftly turns into a full-on altercation, bringing years' worth of repressed complaints to the surface. #Taylor, a woman who changed. Taylor Hayes is a different person now than she was when she was competing for Ridge's love and finding it difficult to balance her emotional fears with her career achievements. This time, Taylor is defending herself as a woman who has discovered strength in her independence rather than as a competitor. She has learned about her own tendencies and weaknesses from her job as a psychiatrist, and she will not allow Brooke to undo the progress she has worked so hard to achieve. Taylor responds in a steady but emotionally charged voice, "Brooke, you always portray yourself as the victim. In actuality, though, you've always acted according to your own principles, regardless of who is harmed. How many hearts did you destroy en route to Ridge, even if he might have been your destiny?" Brooke is moved by Taylor's remarks, but instead of backing down, he doubles down. Despite Taylor's assertions of change, Brooke sees the same woman who has been criticizing her decisions and competing for Ridge's affection for decades. #Brooke, chasing her future ***. When it comes to her family and her future, Brooke Logan has never been one to back down from a battle. Brooke approaches Taylor with a mixture of annoyance and defiance, armed with her unshakable faith in fate and love. She charges Taylor with taking advantage of Ridge's hesitancy to create doubt and strife by using their common past as a weapon. Brooke responds, her voice rising, "You act like you're above all of this, Taylor. However, it's important to remember how frequently you've attempted to alter history. Despite his love for you, Ridge's true feelings are known to both of us." The hurts of their past are rekindled by Brooke's words, which serve as a stark reminder of the numerous occasions Ridge has picked her over Taylor. This time, though, Brooke's assurance is tempered with vulnerability. She is aware that Ridge's recent behavior has left her in a precarious position and that the balance she has worked so hard to preserve is seriously threatened by Taylor's newfound strength. #The stakes are emotional. As the dispute progresses, it becomes evident that Ridge is not the only issue at stake. This is a struggle for Brooke and Taylor for acceptance, closure, and the freedom to write their own stories. Due to their shared relationship with the same man, both ladies have been set against one another for years. They are currently considering who they are without Ridge and whether their competition has been more detrimental than beneficial. In a rare display of openness, Taylor admits the hurt their conflict has caused. She trembles as she says, "We've spent so many years tearing each other down. And for what purpose? A man who was unable to decide. Perhaps we should stop allowing Ridge to control our lives." Astonished by Taylor's openness, Brooke pauses. Despite her self-assurance and bluster, she is aware that Taylor's statements are true. However, she finds it hard to let go of the story she has been holding on to for so long because of her pride and her love for Ridge. #Steffi and Hope's shadow. The continuous conflict between their daughters, Hope Logan and Steffi Forrester, is stoking the flames. Old conflicts have resurfaced as a result of Steffi's return to Forrester Creations, with Hope casting doubt on Steffi's intentions and Steffi contesting Hope's authority. Given that their personal past has shaped the relationship between Steffi and Hope, Brooke and Taylor both bear the burden of their daughter's hardships. Brooke responds that Taylor has always favored Steffi, fostering a poisonous atmosphere of rivalry, while Taylor accuses Brooke of supporting Hope's feeling of entitlement. Both ladies reveal their anxieties and disappointments as mothers as the dispute delves into intimate ground. #The moment of change. A startling flash of insight appears just as it looks like the argument is about to blow up. The loop of resentment and blame wears Taylor down, so he steps aside. "Perhaps we're both at fault," she says softly. "Perhaps our pride and suffering have caused us to lose sight of what is truly important." Reluctantly, Brooke nods in agreement. She and Taylor have a strong affection for their family and a wish for peace despite their disagreements. Although the realization doesn't end years of hostility, it does sow the seeds for a potential truce, the tenuous hope that they could manage to live together without destroying one another. #The fallout. Both women are shaken but reflect after their encounter with Brooke and Taylor. For Brooke, the experience serves as a reminder that candid dialogue and introspection are still necessary, even if she believes in fate. It serves as a reminder to Taylor to reevaluate her goals and determine whether pursuing Ridge is worth the toll it takes on her self-esteem. The Forrester family as a whole is affected by their conflict as the dust settles. Steffi and Hope start to rethink their own rivalry after being motivated by their mother's readiness to face their problems. As always, Ridge finds himself in the center and must face his part in sustaining the conflict cycle. ### a novel story? Although it doesn't fix every problem, Brooke and Taylor's confrontation represents a watershed in their relationship. Both ladies are compelled for the first time to face the manner in which they have influenced their own discontent and the consequences for others around them. One thing is clear, Brooke and Taylor's battle is far from ended, regardless of whether this insight results in long-term change or a brief ceasefire. Brooke and Taylor's story is a potent reminder of the strength and resiliency of women negotiating the difficulties of life and relationships, especially as the bold and the beautiful continues to examine the complexity of love, loyalty, and rivalry. In addition to being a contest for Ridge's affection, their most recent confrontation is evidence of their unwavering will to control their own lives despite all obstacles. Taylor's abrasive confrontation with Steffi's secret, a daring and beautiful reconciliation. Long-kept secrets and explosive confrontations are what make the bold and the beautiful world so vibrant. Steffi Forrester and her fiercely devoted mother, Taylor Hayes, are among the few characters who are most aware of this. The Forrester family will undoubtedly be rocked by the most recent events involving Steffi's secret schemes and Taylor's dramatic altercation with a rival. With the stakes this high, navigating the complex web of love, loyalty, and treachery that characterizes their world is just as important as protecting traditions. The burden of knowledge, Steffi's secret. At Forrester Creations and in her family, Steffi Forrester has long been a force to be reckoned with. She is well known for her fortitude and keen intuition, and she has no problem maintaining secrets. Her life, as well as the lives of others around her, could be completely upended by the most recent information she is holding. Steffi has discovered important information connected to Luna Nozawa, her father Ridge, and the always complex Jack Finnegan that could change the course of the Forrester family's future. Even though Steffi struggles with this secret, she is well aware of what would happen if it were revealed. She chooses to keep the truth from her family out of a combination of self-preservation and protectiveness. But as the days go by, she starts acting differently. Steffi, who is typically calm and self-assured, becomes more reserved, and her tension is evident at family get-togethers and meetings at Forrester Creations. Constantly aware of her opponent's weaknesses, Hope Logan detects a problem and starts looking for solutions. ### Taylor Hayes, the battle of a mother. Taylor Hayes finds herself in the middle of a heated argument with Brooke Logan while Steffi struggles with her secret. Unresolved emotions surrounding Ridge and the changing dynamics within the Forrester family bring the two ladies, who have been rivals for decades, back into the conflict. Encouraged by her development and a renewed sense of purpose, Taylor is determined not to give up this time. She is determined to stand her ground because of her intense devotion to Steffi and her own enduring affections for Ridge. Brooke accuses Taylor of interfering in Ridge's life and sowing the seeds of strife within the family during the confrontation, which takes place in the Forrester mansion. Taylor responds with razor-sharp precision, no longer content to play the passive role in their continuous conflict. She draws attention to Brooke's past of manipulation and her tendency to prioritize her needs over those of others. Taylor adds in a steady but intense voice, "You've always seen Ridge as a prize to be won, Brooke. However, some of us care more about defending the people we care about than asserting a purported destiny." As the dispute intensifies, both ladies reveal their complaints and fears. For Taylor, the battle is about more than simply Ridge, it's about taking back her voice and establishing her position in a family that has frequently disregarded her contributions. ### The shadow of suspicion and Hope Logan. Hope Logan, meanwhile, takes matters into her own hands as a result of her developing misgivings about Steffi's actions. Hope has consistently questioned Steffi's intentions, particularly in light of their entwined personal life and Forrester Creations. Hope chooses to speak with Steffi face-to-face after learning about her enigmatic exchanges with Luna and her reticent manner. With Steffi skillfully evading and Hope pressing for answers, the encounter is a contest of cunning and willpower. "Steffi, what are you concealing?" With a strong tone, Hope demands. "I know there's more to this than you're letting on, but you're acting like you're the only one who cares about this family." Unwilling to divulge the whole scope of her secret, Steffi responds by accusing Hope of having anxieties and a propensity to project her worries onto other people. Their rivalry has been rekindled by a combination of fresh uncertainties and old wounds, and the tension between them is still simmering. The disclosure is coming. The strain on Steffi becomes unbearable as the secrets and conflicts mount. Seeing that her daughter is upset, Taylor encourages her to confide in her. "Steffi, you don't have to bear this alone," Taylor begs. "We'll face whatever it is together." Steffi's determination falters as she struggles to balance her natural desire to keep her family safe with her mounting anxiety about the harm the truth might do. She is aware that ties and allegiances within the Forrester dynasty may be strained if the secret is made public. However, the burden of the secret becomes too much to handle, and Steffi starts to think about coming clean. Taylor's acrimonious face-off, a watershed. Not only does Taylor's confrontation with Brooke change their relationship, but it also changes the dynamics of the Forrester family as a whole. A crucial piece of information that connects to Steffi's secret is revealed by Taylor during a heated confrontation. Quick to grasp the truth, Brooke understands that the situation goes beyond their personal conflict. Both ladies are compelled by the situation to reevaluate their goals and how their choices will affect the people they love the most. Taylor's resolve to support Steffi at any costs is cemented by the confrontation. For Brooke, it serves as a sobering reminder of the unintended consequences that can arise from their never-ending competition. There is a feeling that their common past and affection for their families could lead to a tenuous truce, even though neither woman is prepared to completely give up. The fallout. The consequences are immediate and extensive when the truth about Steffi's secret comes to light. The Forrester family is put to the test, alliances are called into question, and relationships are put to the test. Another level of complication is added by Luna's involvement in the developing drama, which calls into question her loyalty and motivations. While some people praise Taylor for her ferocious defense of her kid, others criticize her for being overprotective. For her part, Brooke is struggling with the fallout from her own choices and the part she has played in keeping the family divided. The Forresters enter a new chapter. A new chapter for the Forrester family begins with the most recent developments in The Bold and the Beautiful. The stage was set for more drama and intrigue by Steffi's secret, Taylor's heated altercation, and the changing dynamics between Brooke and Taylor. One thing is certain: despite the uncertainty of the future, the Forresters' defining love and loyalty will continue to be put to the test in ways they never could have predicted. After everything is said and done, viewers are left to wonder if the disclosures will strengthen the bonds within the family or cause them to become even more distant. The answers will undoubtedly be as dramatic and unexpected as the characters themselves, especially since Steffi, Taylor, and Brooke are in the core of the storm.